Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're diving into the life and work of H Lawrence, one of the most controversial and influential English writers of the 20th century, known for his raw exploration of love, sexuality, and human psychology. Lawrence wasn't afraid to challenge social norms, and he left a huge mark on modern literature, so let's get into it. David Herbert Lawrence was born in 1885 in the coal mining town of Eastwood, Nottinghamshire. This working-class background was incredibly important as it shaped his entire worldview. You can feel the grit of industrial life and the tension between social classes in so much of his writing. He was a novelist, a poet, an essayist, and a playwright, but what really set him apart was his willingness to tackle subjects that made society deeply uncomfortable, especially his explicit exploration of sexuality, which got several of his books banned. So, what makes a D.H. Lawrence novel feel like a D.H. Lawrence novel? It's all about psychological realism. He wasn't just telling stories. He was plunging deep into his characters' emotions, their hidden desires, and their internal conflicts. He was fascinated by human relationships, passion, and the quest for personal freedom. A recurring battle in his work is nature versus the soulless, mechanical world of industrial society. He uses powerful symbolism and vivid imagery, making you feel the characters' emotional journeys almost physically. Let's talk about some of his major novels. First up, Sons and Lovers from 1913. This one is semi-autobiographical and gives us a window into his own early life, particularly his intense relationship with his mother. It explores themes of family, love, class, and sexual awakening, and it's a masterclass in psychological complexity, famously examining the Oedipal tension between a son and his mother. Next, we have a pair of brilliant novels, The Rainbow from 1915 and Women in Love from 1920. These books follow the lives of the Brangwen family over several generations, focusing on their search for love, individuality, and fulfillment. Here, Lawrence really pushes the envelope, exploring the conflict between modern industrial society and our natural human instincts. The frank discussions of sexual desire and personal freedom were so shocking at the time that The Rainbow was actually banned for obscenity. And of course, we can't talk about Lawrence without mentioning his most notorious work, Lady Chatterley's Lover, published in 1928. This is the story of Lady Constance Chatterley, a woman in a loveless marriage to an aristocrat who finds passion and emotional intimacy with her gamekeeper, Oliver Mellors. The book is a powerful statement about sexual liberation and a direct challenge to the rigid class boundaries of the time. It was banned in England for decades, and its eventual publication led to a landmark obscenity trial in 1960, a pivotal moment for freedom of expression in literature. Looking at his work as a whole, a few key themes keep popping up. First, sexuality and human instinct. Lawrence passionately believed that repressing our natural desires was damaging, both for the individual and for society as a whole. He constantly contrasted the vitality of working-class life with the sterile norms of the upper class. He celebrated nature and instinct, seeing them as an antidote to the cold, mechanized world. Above all, his work is a search for authentic emotional and sexual connection. So what is D.H. Lawrence's legacy? He was a true modernist pioneer. His focus on psychology, his unflinching social critique, and his courage to write about sexuality pushed the boundaries of what literature could be. He challenged the hypocrisies of his time and forced readers to confront uncomfortable truths about themselves and their society. Today, he's celebrated as a bold, visionary writer whose works continue to be studied for their profound artistic and cultural significance. That's all for our look at D.H. Lawrence. He was a complex, brilliant, and often difficult figure, but his impact on literature is undeniable. What's your favorite Lawrence novel? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into literary history. See you next time.